So game starts off, Fellowship heading north directly. Heading towards the Pippin quest shortcut, just north of Hobbiton, and then the Fellowship heads, or the Hobbits heads towards Bree to get Aragorn there. Down in Rohan, Isengard is starting to attack outside Westfold. Aragorn joins the Hobbits and they head towards the Barrow Downs for Merry's quest there. So Westfold continues to be under attack, and
our allies' town is under siege.
The Nazguls have arrived to attack Hobbits, so this came as a surprise here for me as the Fellowship player, and they actually managed to take down Pippin very early, which was a big blow.
Our allies' town is under siege.
As you could see here, we managed to lock in a Nazgul as well to take that down.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Westfold is nearly fallen, and the Gondor starts to arrive in Rohan. So, in case you wonder where Gondor was when Westfold fell, then you know. They were on their way. Yes, a lot of things happening at the same time, as usual.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Okay, it seems like the Elves managed to take down another Nazgul actually, up in the top corner here. And the Fellowship has not yet gone to Rivendell. Here I remember not knowing where the Nazguls were, so I hesitated a little bit before going to Rivendell, since I already lost Pippin. I wanted to be more careful. The Moria goblins have almost taken down Casa Doom, and the Mordor is starting to attack outside of Lorien, and as you can see there, it looks like the Ringwraiths were heading north. There's some fighting here in Rohan, but it seems like they are outnumbered. And the Dwarven player is capturing their Mithril armor. They've taken down the dragon and get Mithril armor, which is a really good defensive boost with dodge to the dwarf heroes. Khazad Dûm is almost down. Gondor is here now, ready to defend these parts of Rohan. And now the Fellowship has actually started to head towards Rivendell. And here they have the two quests which give them the rest of the Fellowship, and which also gives Frodo some useful buffs. Glorfindel has completed his quest.
Our forces are under attack.
Gondor does some fighting here. Rohan. And it looks like Isengard is coming here from the west to attack East Eminent. Seems to be a rather small force to begin with. The whole Fellowship is gathered and is gathering here outside of Rivendell. Well, the whole Fellowship except Pippin, since he died. And as you can see here, all the Nazguls are here now in the north, since they rode north earlier. So they basically, after they crossed the bridge here, they must have moved around the Misty Mountains through the North Passage to come down here, basically. And being the Fellowship here, I remember being a little bit scared by all of the Nazgûs being in one place, so I hesitated a little bit. First plan was to cross the Misty Mountains through the North Passage here, but having the Nazgûs there was a bit of a blocker. So more Gondor troops coming through. Dwarves are getting some gold, like they usually do. And it might be good to know that the eagles can actually carry the dwarves, so it's a bit of a way to make the slow dwarven army a bit more mobile, to have eagles that can carry them. So the elven troops are patrolling here. They see the Nazgûs there. I think 2 Nazgûs have been downed already, so it's 7 left. I think all of them are up here in the north now, hunting for the Fellowship, which the Fellowship is a bit hesitant. And I actually borrowed Arwen and Glorfindel for the Fellowship for this game to have some extra firepower. I think there are both advantages and disadvantages to doing it like that. Some troops gathering here outside East Emnet. Also bringing catapults, but the Rohan cavalry arrives and chops down almost all of the artillery. And if I remember correctly, this was a pretty intensive fight. Erkenbrand goes down. Gondor arrives to support as well. And the Dwarven Special Forces and the Eagles are gathered here, ready. Saruman is trying to escape, but he goes down, which is a big win for the good team, that they managed to take him down. I think a big reason for that was that the Eagles were there, since the Eagles both could drop Dwarven heroes on top of them, and the Eagles can also detect invisibility, because Saruman has a windwalk ability. But it's important to escape quickly there with the Eagles, like the Dwarves did there, because the archers can take them down pretty quickly. The fight here continues. This looks pretty bad for these archers here. Not nice to have infantry to go attack them. The hero Irolas went down as well, so very intensive here. Down south, I think the Fellowship first tried to go through Moria actually, but then sort of changed their mind and went through Gap of Rohan instead. One thing I did do as a Fellowship player was to borrow a lot of both units and vision abilities. Like you can see here, I borrowed vision abilities from my allies, so from Galadriel, Elrond and Denethor. So basically Palantir and magic rings, which you can see with, which is very useful to have as the Fellowship. And the Fellowship managed to cross the Misty Mountains, so entering phase 2, the 2 towers, and the combat here in East Emnet rages on. As you can see, Hama went down, he was killed. And now, as you can see here, Mordor is arriving as well from the east, so it looks increasingly tough for the Rohan player. Fellowship starts to do the Gandalf quests here in Rohan to support the Rohan player with to give them access to the Theoden hero, and as well as some bonus cavalry, which can be quite useful in this situation. Oh, that was actually really clutch. That was really clutch actually. The eagle was trapped and went down, but the dwarf player managed to unload and come with another eagle to capture that dwarven hero. That was actually really nice. Nice micro there. But it looks very tough for East Emnet. think it goes down around that time. So around this time, the Fellowship wanted to break into Fangorn in order to activate the Ents. So I was supported here by Rohan and Gondor. As you can see here, the Ringwraiths were here, and they were supported by this greater force here in East Emlet. So I actually retreated a little bit here with the Fellowship. So Theoden is gathering defenses here in Helm's Deep. Lagging a little bit, but not too bad. Yeah, Nazgûls are checking out what's going on here. And a dwarf and an elven force here is gathering outside of Dunland, and they, if I remember correctly, they managed to take that down eventually. Didn't manage to capture the battle here, but the Eastfold defenses seems to go down very quickly, and now the evil team is taking down that base as well. So a bit of healing the cavalry over there. Eowyn went down. There was a big attack here of Edoras, and the Fellowship was hiding within Edoras at this time. So a lot of action in Rohan around this time. Here the attack of Dunland starts. The Elven player, I think the Dwarven player joins in as well. And yes, Eastfold was destroyed. But Gondor actually haven't been touched so far in this game, so they really started their assault on Rohan, so which allowed Gondor to give more support to Rohan in the beginning, but it was a clear strategic choice there. And yeah, so Downland already at half HP. Some cavalry coming in here. Not sure how much they can do given their limited numbers. But A for effort. Yeah, Theodred has fallen as well. Not sure where he was, maybe here in Edoras. I must have missed it. Okay, so more Gondor troops are coming out and gathering here as well. So here the good team was actually preparing here for a strike into Fangorn. So it was very critical here for the good team to get into Fangorn, because there's a 15-minute timer. Okay, 2 Isengard heroes went down there apparently. But now there's a 15-minute timer that needs to be activated with the Ents in order to get access to them and to take down Isengard. And at this time actually, which hasn't really been shown here, but all of the 3 entrances here to Fangorn were blocked by the evil team and lots of forces. So the good team here were actually preparing, yeah, so the Rohan player was actually preparing a bit of a maneuver here to trick the evil team. So the plan was actually, so as you can see here, the plan was actually that the Rohan would attack this entrance, whereas Gondor and the Fellowship would attack this entrance and come down here from the north side. That was the plan. So the Gondor team prepared their attack here, and Rohan started here to attack this entrance. And around this time, yes, so now the Fellowship jumped out through the escape tunnel, but it was actually didn't expect all the Nazgûls to be there waiting for me, so I had to make an escape there, used some abilities to help me. And then, okay, so Gondor jumped in there to attack the Nazguls. Oh, and they took one down actually, that's surprising. No, what actually happened here was like that Rohan, with the support of the dwarves, actually managed to take down all of the defenses on the south side. Yeah, where is the fellowship? Oh yeah. So I actually went there with the fellowship and managed to activate the quest. The sort of planned sort of succeeded, but not in the way that was originally intended. But it was, I think it was a really nice maneuver by the evil team to block all the entrances. I think that was very strategic, but I think it was also a nice play by the good team to manage to break in there. And now the 15-minute timer is activated, which means that the evil team has 15 minutes to destroy Helm's Deep, and if they don't, then Isengard is auto-destroyed. Yeah, so we have some Gondor and Rohan troops here. Outside of Edras. The Fellowship is heading towards Helm's Deep to set up defenses there. And complete some quests that gives bonus units to the good team. And here it's interesting that actually the evil team manages to actually sneak in and attack Grey Havens from the south, which was actually a big surprise to the good team. So I think they snuck in through this way, through this bridge here, basically, to the west of Bree, and then, was undefended, I guess, and then managed to attack Grey Havens. They didn't take down the base, but I think it was a surprising and well played attack. Here it's a little bit confusing why the evil team is attacking the Ents. Doesn't really help them. I mean, the Ents will still take down Isengard even if they take down all the Ents in Fangorn. Their objective should instead be to take down Helm's Deep.
Our forces are under attack.
So, with some skirmishes happening over here, and let's see here if I've done this already. Yeah, so the Fellowship is here in Helm's Deep, and actually I as the Fellowship here, I am planning here a bit of a side maneuver, so I sneakily put the one ring here on Sam, actually, and take some Rohan infantry with me and go out the escape tunnel here in the Glittering Caves, and I arrive in here in outside of Dunharrow, and the plan is actually to see what I can do to try to destroy the ring with Sam, while the rest of the Fellowship is waiting here in Helm's Deep. So quite easy here in the northwest, in the northeast as well, I would say. Not so much happening there. Okay, that's random. He's not supposed to walk there, but okay. Yeah, so Sam is coming out here with some infantry to support him. Dwarven forces are hovering around here in Rohan. And let's see what happens here. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, it's very useful to use scanning abilities with the Fellowship player, so that I can really recommend when you're playing as the Fellowship. But yeah, so I want to sneak through here with Sam So I get the help here from Gondor and some Rohan troops just to create a diversion so that Sam can sneak through here with the ring. And there's a bit of an attack happening here. And Sam sneaks through this side here. And yes, so sneaks through here basically and gets where he wants to go. So the Rohan forces starts to retreat over there. And yeah, so basically Sam manages to sneak in here to Emin Muil, so carrying the ring. So some good team troops gathered over there. A lot of units in Helm's Deep as well. It's a bit of a blocker there. Haldir gets there eventually to complete his bonus quest, which will have implications in the long term, you will see, but I won't spoil the end. Yes, so here Sam actually managed to complete the quest to get Gollum in Emin Muil. So now Gollum has... yes, he's a Murloc. He has now joined the Fellowship. And so Sam and Gollum are here on a bit of a sneaky mission on their own. Not so sure why I went on my own with Sam. I guess the reason for going on your own with Sam is if they sort of see Frodo and then assume that the ring is there, then it's useful. But I think in most situations it would probably be more beneficial actually to bring both Frodo and Sam, since if Sam falls then you can pick up the ring with Frodo actually. But yeah, now I went with this way, so to say, and that's one way of doing it. So just some troops scouting over there, what's going on. And yeah, there's a big attack now on Edoras with Umakil, armored trolls, orcs, everything. Yeah, looking tough for Edoras over here.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Don Harrow still holds over there. Cavalry, Rohan cavalry takes down the artillery here, but seems like some of them get stuck while doing so. So Helm's Deep defenses have not been touched so far. And Sam and Gollum sneak through the swamp here and go to the Hennef Annwn hidden base. Oh, actually, I didn't see that actually. When I was playing that, the Ringwraiths were so close to me. That's interesting. Maybe they even saw me on the screen actually. Okay, they were very close to the ring at that time. Interesting. So I guess the hunch was correct there, but the timing was a few seconds off, unfortunately, for the Ringwraith player. That's interesting. Yes, so attack on Edoras continues and looks very bleak for Edoras over there. Yes, so Sam and Gollum snuck through there and took one of the escape tunnels, and now they are close to Osgiliath. And the plan here was... Oh. Okay. The Ringwraiths were there actually. I didn't see that the Ringwraiths were there, so it seems like the evil team was probably more prepared for this attack than we thought in the beginning. But
our allies' town is under siege.
Yeah, Edoras goes down. Yes, and now the Ents have arrived. So these Ents are like computer controlled, and they've taken down Isengard. And these are actually player controlled. I think it took maybe a few minutes before they were used actually, but the players can use this for a few minutes. Yeah, Eldrazi is down.
Our allies' town is under siege.
So some Gondor troops going out there to prepare for fighting. Gollum and Sam with the ring are here. I actually don't know if the evil team knew that the ring was here at this time. My assumption was that they didn't know.
Our allies' town is under
So
siege. Forces are
our
under
plan was
attack.
to use Gollum here to sneak through the stairs of Kirith Ungol and basically to go up here and very quickly destroy the ring in the Cracks of Doom. Thranduil has fallen. There were some Rohan troops, Gondor troops, Dwarven troops here as well, so a lot was prepared here for this attack. And
Our forces are under attack.
so started off with an attack here.
Under siege.
And yeah, so the Mordor attack here continued towards Dunharrow. I think a lot of troops went down over there. But then the Ents came here actually and destroyed a lot of the Mordor army actually.
Under attack.
So in the end they managed to support there around Dunharrow.
Under siege.
Yeah, the the Dwarven player
Our
was
forces are
preparing
under
an
attack.
ambush of Dol Guldur
Our
over
town
here.
is under siege.
And now the evil team actually came from the west side to attack Caer Andros,
Forces are under attack.
which I think was a clever move by the evil team. And as you can see here, a lot of reinforcements arrived for the evil team. Prince Irola's hero fell. Yeah, so Sam and Gollum almost got captured at that time by the Ringwraiths outside of Osgiliath, but they managed to sneak through the defenses in the last possible moment. Faramir has fallen, so as you can see here, the good team had to give up this assault towards Caer's Stairs of Kirith Ungol at this point in time. And now, actually, the Fellowship decided to go out from Helm's Deep using the escape tunnel here in the Glittering Caves to go to Dunharrow to complete some quests here in Dunharrow and to help the good team. And yeah, it seems like the evil player started their attack on Osgiliath as well, right about this point in time. And they have already destroyed quite a bit of the Caer Andros base here as well.
Our forces are under attack. Our town is under siege.
Yeah, so coming for both of the entrances there, so it's a quite focused attack here on Osgiliath.
Our forces are under attack. Our town is
Some
under siege.
Rohan troops here get captured. More arrive.
Forces are under attack. Under siege.
Yeah, so at this point in time it looks pretty bad for Caer Andros. Osgiliath half fallen at this point in time, but still standing.
Our forces are under attack.
Aragorn has received the Anduril sword, and he has now activated the Paths of the Dead, which is also a 15-minute quest timer before the Oathbreakers arrive in Pelennor Fields to support Minas Tirith. And Fellowship continues to go out there. Yes. Andros goes down. Continue to attack Osgiliath. Committing more troops there.
Our forces are under attack.
And the Fellowship arrives here.
Our town is under siege.
So there are quite a bit of troops here on the west side as well, which is a little bit scary. Fellowship decides to intervene here to try to help Osgiliath. I think there are both arguments for and against doing that in this situation.
Forces are under attack.
They help out here with defense here of Osgiliath. So this long-term scouting here is the Eye of Sauron, which lasts for 6 minutes, so it's the evil team that can... and there was a debuff there by the Flying Fell Beast. So the combat continues here in Osgiliath. You can see here the Ringwraiths ride up with ride up with the cavalry, so very efficiently blocking actually my access here to the heroes. And Legolas there, he should have survived, but there was just too much micro going on, so I missed that. And here the Ringwraiths hunt down Boromir. Aragorn fell as well, apparently. Arwen as well. So it was very devastating, that one, for the Fellowship. Mistake to get trapped here from both sides by the cavalry there. And really nicely played by the Ringwraith player to use the cavalry in such a mobile way. That's a nice play by the elf player actually, to some stutter step firing there with the archers. That's actually a really nice play.
Our town is under siege. Our allied town is under siege. Our allies' town is under siege.
So here the Isengard player attacks Bree as well. Seems to have taken down the defenses there. The Dwarven Eagles arrive. And some reinforcements as well to protect the city. seems like the base itself survives. So the Dwarven player here is gathering his forces here to the east, across the river, because there is now a plan for the good team to bring the fellowship all the way here to the northern eastern entrance into Mordor, to bring the ring to the Cracks of Doom with the help. So basically crossing this bridge and then down here with the help there of the Dwarven army.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Some elven troops are moving up. And here the elven troops are also moving out, actually, to
Our town is under
be
siege.
prepared here for the Fellowship's assault. However, these elven troops are quite spread out, and as you can see here, the Ringwraiths cavalry jumps in, and the archers that are spread out are no match for this fast-moving cavalry. So these units go down, and there's also an attack here from the top. So unfortunately the elven force here meets a tragic end. There's a lot of cavalry here actually for the evil team. And the Ringwraiths show up as well. So that force is taken down, but the Dwarven force is here. The Fellowship moves up through Emin Muil. They try to position themselves well there. So we have the Rohan and Gondor forces here near Osgiliath that are preparing for push as well.
Our town is under siege. Our
And
forces are under attack.
the Oathbreakers arrive in the Pelennor field outside of Minas Tirith.
Our forces are under attack.
Balin goes down. So there's a scan here that reveals that there are no forces within the Mordor base, which then makes the good team decide to go for this attack. I don't think it maybe was such a good idea to do this, but it was decided by the good team to do it, so we committed to it and went for it. I think given the uncertainty of where the forces were, they weren't committed anywhere else. It wasn't sufficient to just check that it was empty here, but because we didn't know where it was, the army, So it would have been good to check that first, actually. And here in this position where we are pushing over the bridge, we already at this stage we get attacked in the rear by Mordor here. So I would say that in this situation it would have been better to retreat, actually, because we weren't yet fully committed at this stage. I think it might have been an option there if we were quick, it might have been an option to retreat, actually. We went ahead anyway and committed 100% to this approach with the whole fellowship. That are now basically locked into this peninsula with, on the one side here you have the Mordor forces pushing across this narrow bridge, and on the other side here you have fellowship trying to get into Mordor, which is a tough position. But the Oathbreakers attack here. It seems like the Rohan and Gondor forces has taken a lot of losses, but I'm guessing that the evil team have as well. So I believe the Oathbreakers are doing a lot of damage here. The evil team. So, yeah. Seems to be quite heavy losses, but still some Rohan cavalry remains here, so they are pushing there. But the fellowship player is stuck here between trolls that are attacking from this direction. They are supported by the Dwarven hero stairs, which is good. And Glorfindel gets a nice crit there, actually, which really helps out in that situation, but it's not sufficient. There's a lot of forces here, including Nazgul, that are blocking, so it's basically impossible to go out through this way right now, as it looks. And here you have massive force movement as well. So it's a really tough position here for the Fellowship and for the Dwarf heroes. At this point we try a feint. So we try to lure to take the enemy to follow us here, so to run through the side. There's a far side there. I think it's a Palantir. So as you can see here, they anticipate what we're trying to do. They seem to either they're just blocked or they have a hold position, because they don't move from the bridge. So since the bridge is blocked, the Fellowship decides to instead try to make another run for it towards Mordor. So running down here on the side. And you have some forces running up there, actually, while the Fellowship runs down. But you have some forces that are blocking. Over here, the Oathbreakers combined army there takes down Umbar. Sam goes down, Frodo goes down, and yeah, the ring is lost basically. And since the ring is lost, it means that yeah, and then here basically the whole Fellowship goes down, and there's really nothing to do in this situation. And since the ring goes down, it means that the evil team can bring the One Ring to Sauron, so that Sauron returns, which is down here. Yeah, so Sauron has returned. And the ping that was up here is actually the good team that are planning to reforge the sword. So when Sauron returns, but Aragorn is dead, it means that the good team can bring another a permanent sword-wielding hero, either infantry or cavalry, to Rivendell to reforge the sword. So another hero can have Anduril, and Sauron is basically a really strong and overpowered unit and can basically take down anything. But Anduril is then the exception, which is a blade that is so strong that it makes it easy to take down an enemy even as strong as Sauron. And basically the only hero that's left with the sword is actually Haldir from the Elven player. So that hero now moves up to Rivendell to the quest here.
Forces are under attack.
So the good team continues to push here. They've taken down Far Harad and Umbar, and they also push towards Near Harad. But here you can see that Sauron arrives, and he has now taken control of the Balrog as well. So that's a tough day when you face down both the Balrog and Sauron that go together. That's a tough spot, so to say. But yeah, but Haldir has done the bonus quest now to reforge the sword, and is now walking back towards the combat. Isengard player here continues to attack Grey Havens. I think they did an assault, if I remember correctly, they did an assault up here as well. That was not successful. And I think here... Oh, they actually managed to take down Bree in the end. I missed when that happened. But they took down Bree, and now they're taking down Grey Havens as well. So they are pushing hard here in the top west corner. And now the forces here in the south have been stopped. It was an efficient push, but it's now stopped with Sauron and the Balrog.
Is under siege.
I should say, by the way, that it actually looks a lot more laggy in this replay than it was during the game itself, and I think that's because I'm just because it's so much happening, and I'm playing this at 2x speed, and I would say that that's the reason why it's very laggy. But at normal speed, I would say that it flows quite well on my computer at least. Okay, so here you have Sauron, who's pushing down the base here.
Our town is under siege.
Oh, actually he left it alive. That's interesting. So he teleported here, and here actually comes Haldir, and as you can see here, poof! There comes the crit. So Sauron actually goes down, and the Balrog goes down as well, even without the crit actually, so the Balrog goes down from the forces. So at this stage actually the evil team actually calls a good game. So that was actually the end of the game. Yeah, I would say it was a very interesting game. I think the evil team could still have done a lot after this point in time, but I think they had to quit for other reasons. So I would say it was a very even game and very exciting.